Okay, we're back for another stream of Pokemon Run&BUN Hardcore Nuzlocke. So we left off last time about to go into Rustboro Gym and take on the trainers and hopefully make it to Roxanne to go for badge number 2. I've kind of been mentally trying to figure out what to do against Roxanne herself, but I haven't really come up with anything, so it's going to have to be kind of on the spot. We did get a few encounters. We ended up with Krabby and Atena. Hey! How are you? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it and take a look at the first gym trainer. I forget their name. Here we go. Youngster Josh with his Tyrants. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Rock Slide, Breaking Swipe, Stomping Tantrum, Aerial Ace, Choice Scarf, Rock Slide, Rock Tombs, and okay, so no real statuses or anything to worry about. Lumberry, Choice Scarf, Lumberry, so this should be pretty straightforward as long as we can KO everything. I think we have Aurora Beam. Doesn't quite one-shot. Yeah, it doesn't quite one-shot Tyrant, unfortunately. But a 2-shot's pretty well. Yeah, 2 shots secured. Ace Fang from Dreadnought. Same sort of thing. Let's see. I could do a wide lens on Lopunny to not miss jump kicks. Let's see. Anybody else? Probably not. Carnivine could work. I think the best bet here is just to go with Seadra. We outspeed. Yeah, we outspeed anyway, so yeah, it'll probably always just Rock Slide, but we don't have to worry about flinches because we outspeed and it's a 2-shot. So I think we bring Seadra. And then with Seadra, after taking probably around 40 to 45%, it probably just goes right into Arkin, who unfortunately don't outspeed, but we do one-shot with Bubble Beam. So maybe this isn't necessarily, well, regardless, it's going to have to take at least one Rock Slide. Let's see. Does anybody else do the job? Oh yeah, we could switch into Dreadnought, just Razor Shell. That's more than enough. And we can't get crit with Dreadnought, so that makes the most sense there. So let's get him in there. And then we outspeed and one-hit KO Granidos. So we should probably just need these 2. I don't think Razor Shell one-shots. That's a 2-shot. Yeah, we're probably better off just going with Seadra swapping into to Dreadnought. I think that's the way to go. We'll bring some priority move guys just in case. We'll bring fake out users. We'll bring a mock punch. Probably should bring Aquajet. I mean, just in case things go sideways. But looking at this, we should just be able to. We should be able to just be okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, because Rock Slide, yeah, we can take 3 well, with an Oran Berry equipped, we can guarantee take 3 Rock Slides, and we only need to land 1 Razor Shell. So I feel like that is pretty good odds there. So we'll just make sure to have an Oran Berry with kind of everybody. Oran. Yep, okay. And we should be able to get through trainer number 1. Let's switch back to here. Okay. I'm gonna assume it's this guy here. This doesn't really tell me, but I'm gonna assume it's this guy because he's the first one on the logical path. Just in case it's not. What's the other guy have? I think we're okay. Okay. Who knows, maybe we'll get an attack drop and Seedra will take less damage. No, didn't happen. That's okay. My cord for my controller's like wrapped around my cheek. There we go. Now. Okay. Switch to Dreadnought. Wow, just a casual max roll on the first one. Or no, 31's the max roll, but still. Nice. Easy. Yep. We still outspeed. And we still one shot, so nice. Okay. Next trainer. Take a look. Pseudo Wudo. Rock Slide takedown, submission, topic, tantrum, Rockhead Lumberry. Okay. Carcoal, steam engine, Pasho Berry. Which one is the Pasho Berry? Is that the one that reduces water? I can never remember the. Yeah, reduces water. Okay. That's what I thought. Storm Drain leftovers, Lilleep. Of course, Lilleep is annoying. Corsola Regenerator, Rindo Berry. And that's the grass reduction. That one I remember, because that's a lot of Pokemon use rainbow berries. Okay, so yeah, I guess we just gotta look at Sudowoodo first. I don't think we have anybody that can one-shot this thing. But every water type we have can two-shot it. Just a matter of who takes the least amount of damage. Let's see. This seems to be good. If we lead Quillfish to Intimidate, it lessens everything damage-wise there. We can also bait Stomping Tantrum. Can we go crazy a little bit with this? Let's see. Can we do some swap shenanigans? Is there any way to get this in on a submission? Probably not. Yeah, I think we just lead Quillfish, we outspeed, and then we two-shot. That seems pretty straightforward. Who would Quillfish bait after -1 Stomping Tantrum? It's about 35%. Probably Scorching Sands on Carkol. That makes the most sense. Yeah, that makes the most sense. It's probably Carkol. So if we can avoid using water, obviously all the better. I don't know if we have any effective ground moves right now. Not one that I want anything to switch into, at least. That's not bad. I don't want to do any swap shenanigans here, because I don't really want it to Ancient Power. So that's kind of out of the question there. So do I just jump right into Lopunny? Maybe. What else is there? Dang, I really might have to swap shenanigans. Oh, I could swap to Carnivine, bait and Incinerate. And I could get Dreadnought in on an Incinerate to Razor Shell twice. That's an option. You know, Scorching Sands, but assuming this thing hits +1 speed and +1 special defense, I'm pretty sure we still two-shot with Seadra too, right? Yeah. 42. As long as you don't low roll both. Whoops, not -1, +1. 42, 1, 32, and 50. Yeah, no, that's more than enough. But again, that's water. Huh. Stinking steam engine. So I really don't want to hit it with water. Okay, so... incinerate, and then what? What do I bring out and incinerate? I could do Inferno seems okay. Low chance that you hit KO though. I don't know if I want to take that chance. And that's 50% after the Passion Berry, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. If I can get Luminion in on it, bring a Luminion in on the Incinerate. I mean, it'll Ancient Power, but I don't think I'm worried about boosts. So, like, all these are special moves, right? So, +1. About a boost there. So I think Luminion for... I mean, yeah, it'll be faster on the second attack, but I mean, I don't think I have a way around that. I don't have a good enough ground type to kind of bail me out of that sort of scenario. So Luminion probably baits Lileep. Storm Drain leftovers Lileep. We definitely get out of there on the Giga Drain, that's for sure. Of course, Ancient Powers is its best thing against probably everybody. Well, I could do Krogan because it'll want to click Giga Drain over. I want to click Giga Drain over Ancient Power on Lileep. I mean, it might hit Infestation. I almost got hurt with that on a previous Pokemon. So, a couple of low sweeps and a Vacuum Wave will take it out guaranteed. So if it's like low sweep Infestation, low sweep Giga Drain, Vacuum Wave, does Infestation go away when it faints? I would assume it does. Because I really don't want to be in there for her Scald. It does, yes. Thank you for confirming that. So if that's the case, I can bring Krogunk for Lily. I gotta sneeze. Oh, insect. There we go. Oops, hit the mic. Yeah, I think it's Krogunk for Lily, and then for Corsola. I mean, this is just Carnivine. Maybe coming in on a Scald. I mean, I don't think there's any way I can really avoid that. Yeah, coming on a Scald. Hopefully it doesn't burn. And 2-shot with Leaf Tornado? Yeah, because Leaf Tornado is special, so our damage doesn't get changed. So I think that's it. If thing goes wrong for Corsola, it'll probably be always clicking Ancient Power. So we can easily swap in... Yeah, we can easily swap in Monferno for a Low Sweep or a Mach Punch KO. So let's bring him just in case. And then... yeah, Lopunny's pretty good too in the Corsola, especially with Jump Kick. Actually, Lopunny's a pretty good fallback for everybody. So let me do that. Let me make sure to give her a wide lens so I don't have to worry about misses. I did pick that up. Here we go, wide lens. And then Oran Berries for everybody else, right? We don't have to worry about status, really. Rock Slide, no. Just a burn, which I can't really do anything about anyway. So, yeah. This seems to be the best course of action. Alright, double check items. Everybody should have an Oran, except for wide lens. Nice. And that should make this always hit. Okay, so let me switch back to this and get the show on the road. Quillfish v. Pseudo Wudo. Yeah, we're not gonna... no screwing around, we're just gonna do waterfalls. Flinch? Oh! Heck yeah. Okay, let's card pull. This leads me to believe I can just leave this in, because I assumed I was going to be taking damage. Well, Scorching Sands could... no, I don't think I can leave this in. Stick with the plan. Okay, so this always clicks Scorching Sands here. So the play was Carnivine, because it's got Levitate. Wait, it might click Sand Tomb, but it still doesn't hit. Yeah. I scared myself there for a second. after reading your message after the fact. But we still got what we needed. Our pulse. So this maxes his speed. Crit. Nice. Well, we're not dead to another crit. And just like Infestation, Sand Tomb should go away when this thing gets knocked out. Okay. Got the Lily. So... because we're below half HP, we're at exactly 32, which is the lowest roll of Giga Drain KO, so this is always a Giga Drain. Is there any benefit to pivoting through Carnivine? Carnivine baits Ancient Power? Probably not. Yeah, no benefit. This thing has leftovers. Is a 4% leftovers tick worth it? I don't think it is. I don't know how much leftovers heals. Now that I'm thinking about it. 1/16th. So what's that? It's like 6%. Yeah. So there's no benefit to putting fake out here. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, that was the benefit, Poison Touch. But now that I got it on this attack, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Now the poison gives us a chance to 2-hit KO. It's a pretty low chance, I think. That's actually not that bad. Our lowest roll is 32, but after that's 36. And 36 is more than half its HP. So I would say we have a pretty good chance to KO here. Alright, not bad. It's going better than expected. So this thing isn't necessarily guaranteed to Scald this turn, because its max roll of Scald is 40, so it could Calm Mind. So there's really no reason not to low sweep once. Now we swap. What? A crit. I risked the crit. That was the reason. Whoops. I'm smart. Ay. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta make a team for the next one. Oops. Alright. Alright. Who's next? Graveler, Laron, Boldor. I'm assuming these have sturdy. 2 of them have sturdy. Okay. Bulldoze, Rock Tomb, Stealth Rock. So this thing wants to set up Stealth Rock. I don't have a way to stop it from setting up Stealth Rock, though. Can I get like a 1 Pokemon sweep? Let's see. No, because 2 things have sturdy. Well, if I show that I can KO it, will it go for Stealth Rock? No, because it knows it has sturdy. That doesn't make any sense. I could use Carnivine, go for a bite and a flinch into a Leaf Tornado. That could be a way. Sturdy weakness policy. Weakness policy doesn't do speed though. That just does.
I didn't change my thing, did I?
No, I did. Good. Attack and special attack by 2. It doesn't change speed, so. As long as I'm faster, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, I think the best bet is to lead here, go for a bite. For a flinch. Go for a bite, flinch, and then
The Leaf Tornado to KO. Or Razor Leaf.
either way it should KO. Who does that bring in? If we're at full health, most damage would be Iron Tail, Laron. One moment I forgot about crit. That's I'm a little upset at myself for that. Let's see. Iron Tail. I don't really have anybody that can switch into Iron Tail. Custap Berry. That's the That's the speed one.
Moves first.
So I don't necessarily want to go for a one. It's sturdy. I can't one-shot it anyway. So something like over... Maybe quill. Yeah, quillfish makes sense. Because that would be -1 on the iron tail. Waterfall into a stomping tantrum. Crits. 80, 94. So yeah, I wouldn't be dead to a crit stomping tantrum. Unless I get double crit. I'd have the double waterfall though. I don't, yeah. Yeah, I think quillfish is the way to go there. I don't know if I have anybody else. Let me just go through it real quick. Do Dreadnought, a couple of razor shells would be fine. Aurora beam into bubble beam. It's actually not bad. It avoids a pretty hefty reversal as well. So maybe Seadra, because I'd take an Iron Tail and then probably a Rock Slide. Oh jeez, as long as they don't crit. On both. Okay, I have an idea. Could swap in Togedemaru. Because the Iron Barb's damage would break the Sturdy. And I could fake out, get some free extra damage. It wants the Stomping Tantrum. Could swap to Carnivine. It's a lot of stealth rock damage if I'm doing this. No, I think the -1. This is kind of the cleanest way to do it. Double waterfall. Let's say I max roll it 48 down, leaves 19. Yeah, reversal's not that much, even at -1. Yeah, so I'm not really overly worried about reversal. And I could flinch as well with waterfall. Okay, so I'm just going to Quillfish. Quillfish probably baits a Lowland Graveler for the Wild Charge. Yeah, because neither of them are faster, so it would just go to a Lowland Graveler. Rockhead Shukaberry. Which one's Shukaberry? Ground type? Yeah, remember the 4x weakness, makes sense. Now on the Wild Charge, can we just go back here? Yeah, I'll take those odds. We don't outspeed. We speed tie. And just to remind myself, Leaf, Tornado, could lower accuracy. So probably nothing crazy there. If anything, I take what on the switch in? I take a Wild Charge on the switch in, and then a Rock Tomb if it goes first. Ooh. That's a lot of damage after Stealth Rock if it's up. Do we have another option? Could use Togedemaru here. Wild Charge. Fake Out. Swap in on a submission to Leaf Tornado. Still a lot of damage. I don't want to be 50-50 here or here on a submission switch. That doesn't make sense. Huh. Bubble Beam's pretty close, but that Wild Charge is too much. Carnivine has the best shot to one-shot it. Nice, it's just a lot of damage after the stones. If I fake out thing, it'll be like, I could come in. It's gonna want a submission. I could come in on a submission, outspeed and Bubble Beam. Because I only need a little bit of chip damage with Togedemaru. So maybe Seadra's my out here for a Lowland Graveler. Yeah, I think it is. Because all we need is minimum 2 damage, and we're getting that with Fake Out, even if we didn't have Iron Barbs. Okay, so I think that's the way to go there. So it's lead this, go for the bite, bite Leaf Tornado. This comes in next. We swap here for the Intimidate and 1v1. Swap here on the incoming Wild Charge. Take some chip damage on it. Fake Out. Bait a submission. Well, it would actually bait Rock Tomb, right? Because it would... Well, I guess it would be 50-50 Rock Tomb or submission. But... Seadra, assuming... let's see, if it baits Rock Tomb... Okay, we're still faster, so we still get the one shot that we want. So, I think either way we're fine. And then for Boldor... I don't even know. I'd want to switch out on the incoming Rock Slide. What's a what? Is it Dreadnought? No, probably not. Could always Sandstorm. Luminion seems good to switch in with. I mean, I have two options I can go with here, so... Why isn't Krabby on my list? I didn't update it. That's why Krabby's not on my list. Let's do that real quick. Move. There's Krabby. Krabby can't be crit, so... He doesn't really have a good... He does have Aqua Jet. If we need to come in and finish him off, Krabby could always come in on anything and Aqua Jet. Unless, of course, it's Sand Tombs, which it could do. But I think if we have... Missing stuff from this import? Like, where's my Luminion? What is going on? I think this works. Do I need to worry about status at all? No. No. No, and no. So it's orange berries for everybody. I'm gonna save and re-export, because for some reason my Luminion's missing. Okay, let's try this one more time. Save. Let's try this again. Hey, there it is. Weird. I just left it out. Maybe I just didn't scroll down all the way. Alright, make sure everybody has an orange berry. Okay. Switch this. There we go. Okay, Carnivine. Can we get a bite flinch? Wait. I didn't even look at the speeds on these guys. That was always happening. Awesome. Oh, that means it was always happening regardless, because I don't really have anybody else that could flinch it and one-shot it. Okay. Doesn't really change anything here. Laron, as we expected. We go to Quillfish. Yeah, because this is an Iron Tail, right? Yes. Just don't crit and we're happy. Defense -1. That makes us less happy about the incoming Stomping Tantrum. Hey, Rob. And this thing has sturdy, so I can't one-shot it. That's unfortunate, that -1. We're doing okay. I lost Krogunk because I didn't think about a crit on the last battle, but other than that, we're doing fine. So this is Stomping Tantrum. What do I do? What do I do? I think I go back into... I want to limit the amount of stones damage I take. So if I take stone damage on... So if I take stones damage with Carnivine. I mean, I'm risking crit regardless if I swap or not, so if that's what I'm risking, why not just stay in? Ay. Yeah, I think I have to. Oh, we got the flinch! Okay, so the plan for this was to swap to Togedemaru, because it's going for a wild charge here. Give it some Iron Barbs damage, give it a Fake Out, a little extra damage, and this now is always Submission or Rock Tomb, which lets us switch into Seadra. And Bubble Beam one-shots it after the chip damage that we did with Togedemaru. Which brings in Boldor. So... the way I'm starting to understand the AI is that if it doesn't see a kill, it can go for its other moves that set up things that don't always kill. So theoretically this could Sandstorm, because Rock Slide does a maximum of 34 damage, so it might not see a KO. So it could go for Sand Tomb or Sandstorm. This one doesn't have sturdy. This one has solid rock. I feel like So I don't. There's no way we're one-shotting this. None of the Pokemon I brought can. My worry is if it does see if it gets the 1 in 16 Rock Slide roll and KOs us, or obviously if it crits. Obviously we lose Seadra here. I was hoping it would have a little more HP. So I think I have to risk it here, I think. Just kind of looking at all my options that I brought, see if there's anything different. Not really. I think I have to hope it goes for the Sand Tomb or Sandstorm. Because if Sandstorm goes up, I think I still two-shot. Let me see, I didn't factor this in. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Sand. Yeah, so I'm minimum damage right now for 68. Sand I do 45, so it's more than enough to two-shot, even if Sand goes up. So yeah, I think I just have to hope. Maybe I crit. Didn't crit. Nice. Didn't get the 1 in 16 roll. All right. Okay, that brings us to Roxanne. And I know, Rob, you haven't played Run&BUN before, so get a load of her team when I bring it up here in a second. So, just so you know, every gym leader will have either or one of a legendary, a mythical, and later on a mega evolution, right? So Brawly, I don't know if you saw the Brawly, the battle, but Brawly has a Kubfu, so that's his legendary. Roxanne leads with Bisharp, or Bisharp. And then she goes into Zygarde, or she has a Zygarde, and then she has Aurorus, Caracosta, Lunatone, Solrock. So that's her legendary guy right there. I didn't switch it over so you can't see, but there it is. There she is. There's her squad. Yeah, Bisharp, Zygarde, Aurorus, Caracosta, Lunatone, Solrock. So that's what we gotta deal with. Okay. Sharp with a focus sash, by the way. With a focus sash, you can't one-shot it even if you wanted to. Iron Head knockoff, Brick Break, and Grass Knot. And I don't know, you also weren't here when I was explaining knockoff. If you have an item equipped and it gets knocked off with knockoff, you lose it forever. So if I have somebody with soft sand, for instance, I lose that soft sand for the remainder of the game. So that's also something to take into consideration with this as well.
obviously the best bet is to try to get this off the field as soon as possible. So Monferno makes a lot of sense, at least for Bisharp, because I can low sweep, because I outspeed it. What is what has Defiant? Raise attack by 2 for each stat that is lowered. Okay, so maybe I don't want to low sweep first. I think I just double Mach Punch in that case, because I don't want to lower its speed, because then it'll get +2 attack and really wreck my day. Okay, so in that case, yeah, it's double Mach Punch on Bisharp. That seems to be a pretty safe lead. Unless there's something else that takes less damage. Grass knot. Nope. Nope. That like wipes off all of my water types. It does not appear that somebody takes less damage. Yeah, everybody takes more than 50%. Okay, so it's double Mach Punch. Yeah, that's our lead. So we're gonna take around. Let's assume we take the max 35 damage. We'll be at 39 HP. Oh yeah, this comes in because it's faster and sees a KO. He's first in line. Solrock also sees a fast KO, but it'll go in turn order. It'll go in Pokemon order, so Zygarde comes out second. Okay. And baits 1,000 arrows. Which, as you can clearly see, kicks the crap out of me. 1,000 arrows is a ground move, right? No, I don't know. What is it? Is it just dragon? No, it's ground. Okay. Okay, so that wants me to bring in a Levit or a flying Pokemon. Oh, but it still hits flying types. Because that's what it does. Grounds adjacent foes. First hit neutral and flying. Yeah, it can hit Vermithor. Okay. So it's Carnivine. I can't take it out with Carnivine though. There's no way. I need an ice move. I'm limited on my ice moves. And I'm slower with like everything. Actually, okay, so Dreadnought can one-shot it with Ice Fang.
Cedra can maybe one-shot it. Maybe. Jeez.
Can I two-shot it without, getting obliterated in the process? Just no. No. I think it annihilates my team. Okay, the only thing I see is Carnivine to take 1,000 arrows. It takes the least amount of damage from 1,000 arrows. It then baits Skitter Smack, which could crit kill us. Get anybody in on that Skitter Smack to lower our special attack? No, it's got 1,000 arrows again. Yeah, we can't bring Seedra in on Skitter Smack because we're just gonna have -1, potentially -1 special attack. It's always -1. Okay.
Alright, so Dreadnought cannot live Skitter Smack into 1,000 arrows. It can only live Extreme Speed into 1,000 arrows. That's not helpful. And even then, he doesn't live it very often.
Stealth Rock's not up. Go away.
Alright, what if we bring in Quillfish, intimidate it to -1? Hope I don't get crit. Bait another 1,000 arrows. Skitter Smack. That could work. That would risk Quillfish, but that could work. Because we can't get crit with Dreadnought. And it's not dead to Skitter Smack into 1,000 arrows after an Intimidate. So that could work. So let's put that in for now. Quillfish into Carnivine into Dreadnought. So we can get a KO with Dreadnought. I think we can take a couple with Dreadnought. Everybody's gonna see a KO on Dreadnought. Does anybody outspeed it though? Soul Rock, Lunatone, and Aurorus all outspeed it. So Aurorus would come in first. Okay, we can't take more than one. I was really hoping we could. What's Refrigerate do? Normal type becomes Ice type. Nice. So these are all... This is Ice type Body Slam. Fantastic. Can I just make it then? Yeah, it doesn't really change anything. Okay. Earth Power. Power Gem. That's Rock type. I'm already filling up all my spots. I don't know if I can keep doing this.
3 Pokemon just to deal with the Zygarde. That's not great. 50% chance to one-hit KO with Lopunny. That's pretty good. I think it might be the best I can muster on this one. Well, how much does it do? Power Gem doesn't make contact. Yeah, these are all special, except for Body Slam makes contact, but it's not going to use Body Slam. If I pivot through... Actually, it might. On Aurorus. Okay, so say I finish Zygarde with Dreadnought. Aurorus is probably going to see any one of these 3 moves. Power Gem, Discharge, Earth, Power. 2 KO. I could use Carnivine to pivot and Beta Body Slam. Because if we can get Togedemaru in on a Body Slam, it takes the chip from contact, and I can fake out for extra chip. Iron Barbs is 1/8 maximum HP, so that'll do 100 divided by 8. Brain, 12.5, so always rounds down to 12. So 12 plus 6 is 18 damage from Fake Out. It'll want to Earth Power Togedemaru after the Body Slam. So I can bring in Lopunny, whose lowest roll with Jump Kick is 88. And yeah, that's more than enough. And I'm faster. And I don't miss with Jump Kick because I have Wide Lens. So, okay, so Lopunny comes. And Lopunny's faster than all 3 of the remaining Pokemon. Does anything see a KO on it though? After an Earth Power. Maximum 20 damage, so I have 52 health left. So we'll have about 72%. No, nothing does 72. Highest damage is... Let's just go Caracosta. It's a toss-up between Caracosta and Solrock. If it goes Caracosta, we switch here on the Razor Shell. And I think with our remaining HP, we should be able to take it out, because we're really only taking 1,000 arrows. We should be able to 2-shot with Leaf Tornado. I mean, I know it says 9, so as long as we don't double low roll, we're good. It'll Zen Headbutt, so it could flinch. Nope, we're faster. So, okay, so if it's Caracosta, we just switch back into Carnivine. If it's Solrock, Soul Rock. It sees rock. It's gonna see Rock Slide as highest damaging move, so we'll go for that. How do we deal with Soul Rock? Come in with Quillfish, Intimidate, maybe a Psycho Cut, but I don't have anything that resists Psycho Cut. Do I? Psycho Cut make contact? Because if it does, I could use Token tomorrow. Stopping Tantrum, go here, and then I'll Rock Slide, go here, and do a three-man pivot.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's lock that in.
And then hopefully we could deal with this Lunatone. This weakness policy Lunatone. With Ancient Power, Icy Wind.
Okay. So the trick with the Lunatone is if you hit it with a super effective attack, its weakness policy activates and gives it +2 attack and special attack, which then makes Store Powered go crazy. So you don't want to hit it with super effective attacks. And then on the flip side, you don't want Ancient Power to proc, because then +1 and everything, Stored Power goes crazy again.
I truly don't know what I have for this. Is there any Pokemon that I have that just straight up baits Stored Power and not anything else?
Probably not. No, I do not. So I'm gonna have to try to two-shot this thing. Which I don't think I can do. Dreadnought can do it. Dreadnought is slower, however.
I could Metal Claw. I could use Toga tomorrow and go Metal Claw. Fake out into 2 Metal Claws will do it.
Yeah, I think it's Toga tomorrow. Okay. So this is the squad. Because... grab items off of everything. You can hang on to the Everstone. Okay. So, to go over the plan one more time.
Monferno leads against Bisharp. Because we don't want Defiant to proc, we Mach Punch twice for the KO. Take a little bit of damage with Brick Break, but that's okay.
Brick Break or knockoff. We don't want an item with
Monferno, so that we don't get knocked off. So the
Brick Break is guaranteed there. Okay. That's fine. Zygarde comes in. Zygarde comes in. We switch to Quillfish for the Intimidate on 1,000 arrows. Now we risk Quillfish here, but this is kind of our best bet. Because we need the Intimidate. We then swap to Carnivine on the next 1,000 arrows to take less damage and bait Skitter Smack. We switch Dreadnought into the Skitter Smack and we Ice Fang. We're slower, but since we can't get crit, Skitter Smack into 1,000 arrows never KOs. Yeah. Okay. Auroras will come out. Okay, for Auroras, we want to bait the Body Slam, and it's an Ice type Body Slam because of Refrigerate. So on the Earth Power or Discharge or Power Gem, one of those three, we swap into Carnivine to take it and bait a Body Slam, which is what we want to bring Lopunny in on. Or no, we want to bring Togedemaru in on the Body Slam. Because that gives us the Iron Barbs proc, and then we fake out for some extra chip. It wants to Earth Power, which is the best move we can get to have Lopunny come in on. And then we just jump kick for the KO because of the chip damage from Togedemaru. Should bring in
outspeed. Yeah, we do outspeed. Yeah. So it should bring in Caracosta. It's Caracosta or Soul Rock here. If it's Caracosta... we swap into... we switch into Carnivine. And just 1v1, and we just pop Leaf Tornado twice. If it's Soul Rock, we need to what did I have in store for this? I don't think I figured this part out. Psychopath. No, it's this is the three-person pivot. So we swap to Quillfish for a Rock Slide. No, that wasn't it. What the hell was it? Man, I'm forgetting already. What the heck did I say? No, I can't really swap to Quillfish because it baits random move. Razor Shell 2 shots. So does Leaf Tornado. But we're not faster. Is it just Quillfish? Uh-oh, I'm not seeing it. What the heck did I decide on? Did I decide on anything? I don't think I did. It's gonna be one of those ones where I just figure it out on the fly. I hope not. Shoot, what the heck? Soul Rock. Because we need Togedemaru healthy for... Togedemaru is our Lunatone counter. Damage is he taking from a minus 1,000 arrows? 54, so leave him with 17 HP. Minus 1 Rock Slide. No, we're always KO'd. Alright, so Quillfish is kinda out of commission. I have to bring Quillfish because I need the Intimidate in order to take out Zygarde.
safely. Um... I'm not sure. Monferno's gonna be at like half HP. That's not gonna work. It could come in to finish him off, but it's not really gonna work. Quillfish is gonna be at like 17, probably 27 after, because I'm gonna have a berry on him. Well, does that change things? If Soul Rock's -1, Rock Slide, I could survive as long as it doesn't crit, so I need basically 2 non-crits on Quillfish. Problem is it baits random move no matter what. Cycle Cut or Stomping Tantrum or Rock Slide. I could get Carnivine, but then Carnivine's my answer to both Soul Rock and Caracosta, which it cannot take both. There's just no way. Carnivine 100% is 2 shots this Caracosta, but it has Aqua Jet, so I know it's going to take a little bit of damage there, because the first hit gets reduced by Rindo Berry, and this is Rindo Berry damage, so yeah. So it's 100% a 2-shot on Carnivine. So probably just Aqua Jets, right? I might Ancient Power to try to get the +1 speed, because then it's faster than us if it does. Alright, anyway. Back to Soul Rock, who's the issue at hand. Yeah, I mean, it could just be that I have to suck it up and hope Carnivine can take out 2. I don't think I'm getting out of this deathless. I don't really want to sacrifice Carnivine, as silly as that sounds, because I want him for Watson. Nobody really performs better against Soul Rock. Do we have any TMs or anything that could be helpful? Faint. Seismic Defog. Any items that would be helpful? I have a Miracle Seed. Does that change anything? No, because it doesn't really get me into one-shot range with anything. that's not it. Excuse me. I don't think never melt ice doesn't help either because we're already one-shotting with Ice Fang on Dreadnought. Dark type moves. I don't think we have any dark type moves, which is a problem. I'm looking against Zygarde. Krabby not being able to get hit is nice. Aqua Jet does a lot of damage to Soul Rock, but we can't one-shot it. It's more of a finisher. So it's gotta be Carnivine. So Carnivine's my answer to both. I mean, which isn't great. It's better against Caracosta than it is against Soul Rock. Alright, so do I have to kind of tag team Soul Rock then? Getting him to -1 might be the play. Because that'll let me get Dreadnought in for a hit. It's gonna be close regardless. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to freestyle Soul Rock, I guess. It's either Quillfish into Dreadnought into Carnivine or something. I don't know. It's gonna be rough regardless. Okay, but we can only give it a shot. Okay, so since Soul Rock can't Hypnosis, we want to give a Chesto to Togedemaru. Everybody else can have an Oran Berry except for Monferno, because we don't want to get knocked off. Oh, and we want to keep you with your wide lens as well. How likely is it to knock off on the first? It's like 50-50. Let me see. Yeah, it's like 50-50, so we'll take it off so that we don't get take the knockoff. We'll take the Brick Break. Okay, I don't know if this is the best. the best we got, I think. I think not having Stuffle here is a body blow.
Is there something I'm missing? Like any status things that I could do? Feather Dance, but I really don't want I don't want Pidgeotto anywhere near this gym battle. Thunder Wave. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna go against Roxanne, but we're gonna give it a shot. I gotta change my, I just realized I still have my death counter at 2. And change it to 3. Double check. This is it. Okay. Here we go. Always double Mach Punch here. Okay. 1 down. Zygarde. We need the Intimidate. This is, hope we don't get crit time. Nice. Okay. We swap to Carnivine. Still another 1,000 arrows, but more importantly, this baits a Skitter Smack on the next attack. Nice. Which is what we need to get our Dreadnought in safe. Yes, sir. Fighting Roxanne. Special attack drop doesn't matter, but because we intimidated, we can live the incoming 1,000 arrows and just Ice Fang. So far, according to plan. And this one-shots. Okay, we should bring out Aurorus.
Alright. Auroras wants to... So this is the random Earth Power Discharge Power Gem, but we bring in Carnivine to take any of the three. And then it sees Body Slam because it's an Ice-type Body Slam as its only move to KO. So we bring in Togedemaru to get some chip damage from Iron Barbs. And Fake Out, because why not? And then we go into Lopunny. Because this should be an Earth again. But because of the chip damage, Jump Kick with Wide Lens always hits, always KOs. Okay. This was the easy part. Now it's one of Caracosta or Solrock. Okay, Caracosta was the easier line. Alright. Oops, Razor Shell. That's not what we wanted to see. Alright, we're only down to a KO, or, not KO, we're only down to a crit, so we leaf Tornado twice. And if we're super lucky, we get the accuracy drop, and it misses this incoming Zen Headbutt. No, we're not that lucky, are we? No. No crit. It's gonna Aqua Jet. Balls. I didn't think of that. Okay. It's not terrible. So much damage. Fake Out. It's not quite in Metal Claw range. Ah, shit. There's another Razor Shell. I think I have to go to... I think I have to go to Lopunny, not get crit, and then Jump Kick should take it out. Minimum 23%. And it's gonna be close, but next. Stinking Aqua Jet. We're not dead to a Nor. Okay, good. Nice. So, the plan was to just use Toga tomorrow against this thing. But I took some extra damage that I wasn't planning on taking. I'm gonna just pause it for a sec to stop the beeping. Let me think. What happens if I switch to Monferno? Because it wants to... Well, I can do anything here. It's a random move because I'm so low. Anything is sackable. Let's see. I'm just trying to do it without having to do that. That's all. I don't think it's possible, though. I couldn't come up with a clean line for Lunatone anyway. So it wants Ancient Power. I think everything is dead to Ancient Power except for Togedemaru right now. Yeah, true. I was just kind of thinking that he'd be useful against Watson, so I didn't want to necessarily lose him. So Ancient Power on Togedemaru does minimum 12, max 15. I could fake out and double Metal Claw. That was the plan. And I gave him a Chesto Berry in case of Hypnosis as well. If it switches into an Icy Wind, that's worst case, because then we're slower. Stored Power is fine. Ancient Power is fine, as long as it doesn't boost, I guess. I think I just stick with the plan. Just don't boost. Sweet. I had a thought if I like Eerie Impulse. Would that like help me at all? Not really. Yeah, fake out into 2 Metal Claw always KOs. So I think I just stick with that. Oh, but if I hit it now, if I hit it with Metal Claw now, it'll get its weakness policy boost this round, so I think I have to Eerie Impulse. That's fine. We gave Chesto just for this. And now, no matter what, even if it gets its boost, we're only down to crit. So now I think now's the time to Metal Claw. Just miss Hypnosis one time. Or Ancient Power, that's fine. No boost, no boost. Fantastic. Okay, now it's just Soul Rock. This is the one I didn't have in a line for. That didn't see me getting rid of or sacking anybody. So it's random move because I'm so dang low. My initial thought was to intimidate once with Quillfish. And that would allow me to live a Stomping Tantrum after sacking Quillfish. But I can only get one off. I can't get two off. I don't think so. 90 HP, 95, 85, 55 special, 65 D, 70 speed. Just jolly levitate Lumberry. I don't think it's been buffed, really. Maybe a little? I don't know. The easiest, I mean... Yeah, I think I need the Intimidate here. I think it might pay dividends down the line. And who knows, maybe if it Rock Slides, I can live this. Yeah, I live a Rock Slide. Miraculously, I live a -1 Stomping Tantrum. I don't live a Psycho Cut. So, let's see what happens. Okay, just no crit. Look at that. It's so easy if they don't crit. Another random move, though. I think I need to sack something. I mean, I think I definitely have to sack something. Just a matter of what. I think probably it's probably one of these two right now. Lopunny's faster, so I could get an attack off if I don't sack it right now. So that leads me to want to sack one of these two. I think it's Carnivine. I think I have to sack Carnivine here. Sack Carnivine into Dreadnought. Dreadnought can live one Stomping Tantrum, which is amazing to me. But, it dies right after. Could try to bite into Razor Shell, try for the flinch. That's probably how it saves itself. Bite in, flinch into Razor Shell. I think if I don't get the flinch on the bite, I also have to sack something else. Probably Quillfish. So Carnivine's definitely getting sacked. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so we bite into bite into Razor Shell. Let me rearrange this stuff. Alright. Hope for the flinch. Wait, what? Oh, right. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm slower. What am I doing? Now I have to sack 2 things. I'm so bad. Just go out with an Intimidate, I guess. I might be screwed. That was really bad that I didn't use Razor Shell there. So right now the only thing I have that outspeeds it is my Togedemaru and my Lopunny, neither of which do really well right now. That was so dumb. Because if I use Razor Shell, I just do the same thing, sack here, come in with Togedemaru and Metaclaw. And that would have won. Okay, so how do I get out of this now? I don't think I can. Unless it's both Togedemaru and Lopunny go down, I could finish off with Monferno. Okay. If that's the way to win right now, then I'm gonna take it and continue on. Oof. Just oof. That's a W. So... Dreadnought and Lopunny survive. Well, about to see. So, we all know Carnivine went down first. And then because I misclicked, that cost us Quill. Well, Quillfish was going down regardless, but since I misclicked, that cost us Togedemaru and Monferno as well, because I didn't do enough damage with Mach Punch. I low-rolled. But we got out of it. Yeah, not great. Not great. Okay. Yeah, did not wipe. That is correct. So that brings us to the Watson split. But I need to go over to. I need to go over to the. Well. Does the. I'm not familiar with the route in this one. It takes you through the cave to Verdant Turf and then to Maulville. Is that right? Do I have that right? Alright, so I gotta go through Route 116 first, because I didn't do that. Alright. Might as well level everybody up. There we go. Let's see. I also could have saved myself, like, a lot earlier with my Dreadnought, because I never taught it. For whatever reason, I stopped learning Rock Tomb. For whatever reason. So I could have had Rock Tomb. I could have gone Rock Tomb into Razor Shell, which I don't know if it would have KO'd. Let's take a look. Alright, look. If I go back here and here. No, it was Soul Rock. If I had Rock Tomb, I wasn't a total dummy. Rock Tomb into Razor Shell would not have KO'd. Okay, so it really wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, thanks for coming out next. I appreciate it. Hopefully the run continues. Okay, 32 is our next cap. Return. Oh my god. So much better than Dizzy Punch. Yeah. Why would we not ever learn Return? probably look at this stuff before I level up. So we don't have a dragon scale, so I don't have to worry about that. But we want to make sure we get Ice Beam, though. Yeah, we get that at 52. Okay, so that's kind of our hold-off point for Seadra. Make sure we get Ice Beam. Octazooka. I think it's 100% accurate in this. Yes, it is. So that just goes straight over Bubble Beam. Yeah. Knowing how some of these Pokemon work, I think I would level them or get slightly different learn sets. Yeah, we'll learn Surf. Straight over Water Pulse. Do we want Crunch? I mean, it's better than just straight up upgrade over Bite, so we might as well learn it because we don't have anything else at the moment. I know this thing can learn Protect at some point, so I want to make sure we grab that. Tortuga. It's at level 31. Yeah, definitely want to make sure I grab that. Yes. We want... I think we just want to get rid of Ryan. Legit Rock Slide and Crunch. It's not much of a special attacker. Let's see, just to double check. Yeah, 78 versus 50, yeah. Trike is going to evolve soon. Trike. Yeah, it's 26. Yeah? Okay. So this will be nice. What's its hidden power? I wrote it down. Electrike hidden power, flying. I mean, it might come in handy. And we definitely want discharge. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have a priority move, but I don't know if Quick Attack's it, just because we're not a physical attacker. I mean, Fire Fang is okay as coverage, but again, we're not really a physical attacker, so we're not really getting the most out of Fire Fang here. Is it going to be helpful on the next split against Watson? Maybe. I mean, it would be useful to have some coverage there, but I don't think... I definitely want to keep Thunder Wave. And I want to keep Shockwave. I know there's Bright Powder people coming up, but most of it's in... Most of it's in the desert, if I remember correctly, so Shockwave wouldn't even be that useful there, so I think I just learned it over Shockwave right now. And hang on to our coverage. Yeah. Alright, Krabby. Our shell armor Krabby. Well, you level up 30, right? 26? Alright, do we need to wait for anything? Nope. Maybe, actually, I don't know. Our level's 32, so we'll get Razor Shell. Yeah, no reason to delay. So let's just get up there and grab Razor Shell. Would it have been worth it to have a level 26 Kingler for the gym? I don't know. Potentially, depending on what his speed score is here. If it's above a 51, yes. I'm kind of curious now. 45. Yeah, the negative speed nature hurt us there. Yep, and we definitely want Protect. Bubble Beam's not going to do much for us here. And we should get Razor Shell at 32 according to this. Nice. So this just goes... I don't know if we want to get rid of Aqua Jet. I know Brick Break is good. Aerial Ace, flying super effective against fighting, bug, grass. We're already past the fighting gym. There is no grass gym. There's no bug gym. Is it worth it? 120 on a super effective hit. Razor Shell at times 1.5 is plus 37, so it's 112. So, I mean, yes. I mean, I kind of want to keep Air Lace, but I can't have everything, right? Yeah, let's just do Razor Shell for now. And then Pidgeot evolves at 32. Whirlwind? I don't think we want Whirlwind. I mean, it'll give us some tech over having both Air Cutter and Air Slash. No, I don't want Whirlwind. Yeah, we'll learn Hyper Voice. Over Secret Power. reason to delay. Dual weight beat at 34 versus 35. No, there is no reason to delay. I know we can use heart scales to change natures and stuff, but I don't know if I want to use it on a Pidgeot. This guy, we are waiting to learn Psychic, so we're just going to level up and... Yes, we want Dazzling Gleam over... I was thinking about using this in like doubles. That's why I have these here. Let's turn it over Psybeam. If the goal isn't to use it until it has Psychic anyway, that's fine. And then we have Ponytail. I don't think you get Rapidash until late, right? 40? 26, so they lowered it. Alright, so we get Double Kick, and we can also get Morning Sun at level 30. Do we miss out on anything by getting Morning Sun? Blaze Kick at 26. So let's either grab Morning Sun and Heart Scale Blaze Kick, or get Blaze Kick and Heart Scale Morning Sun. I think it's probably better to do the latter, because I want to make sure I have Blaze Kick on this thing. Yeah. That's what I want to do. Yeah, we'll grab Double Kick over... Bounce. Oh wait, I learned Fire Lash at 33. I'm gonna grab Morning Sun. That may seem silly. I'm gonna skip Blaze Kick for now. I don't know if this is a good or a bad idea. We're gonna try it. One more delay. Yeah, I'll take Air Slash over Air Cutter. Alright, so that's our Pokemon. I think it's after midnight. I'm gonna save it here and call it a night. Kind of a letdown with how that Roxanne fight went, but the ending was always going to be messy, but I made it more messy than it needed to be with my Dreadnought misclick. But, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. So, I'll save it here. Thank you for coming out and watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Crystal with I'm doing Soul Link with my brother. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and then we'll get back on Run and Bun during the week. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.